Welcome to the Riders Lounge. I'm Shane Johnson, and today I'm with this guy. Stole him from upstairs. You're gonna see the boys on the show a bit more as Fozzie. It's an Olympic year. Mark's gonna be busy coaching, doing all the things he does. But we're starting to roll out the top fives.
Yep.
And this was a top five we've been asked about quite a bit. So we're gonna do the top 5 best value snowboards for 2026. All right, Hylas, so we're gonna start with what might be your favorite snowboard of what we demoed, in the last little bit.
Yeah.
Most of these boards are gonna be within, our range was, they were with 40 or 50 bucks of each other, right? They all kind of...
I think they're all around that 600 mark,
Canadian.
max.
Canadian.
Yeah. So,
yeah,
good affordable
exactly,
snowboards.
Which kind of relates to around the 470, 450 marks in USD. Just so you guys can figure out where we're trying to fit this in. We do have our all-mountain free rides, our all-mountain freestyle. Those will be coming soon. But this is a category that everybody asks us about. So, number 1, we're starting with the Gnu Wagu. Jaden and Cannon absolutely killed it with this thing. It's a directional twin, biax glass, our favorite shape, which is C3.
Totally.
And you can tell by the top sheet, Hylas, how many days did you get on this? Like, he would not give this thing back.
I think Shane wanted me to do just a couple days, and I rode it for probably a month straight.
Yeah.
And in all conditions. We got some really nice late season powder, and I rode it. I set it back, and I kept going, and it was awesome.
How did the vegans feel about the base?
Well, Whitewater does have, you can find some hippies in the trees.
Yeah.
It's got nice marbling. It really does.
This sublimated graphic, though, is epic. I absolutely love it.
The vintage G is the best.
So I think one thing Jaden and Cannon did that I really like is the shaping is very 90s. It's got the 90s G on it. And when you look at this tail, we've gone off about the bank country forever. This tail is the kick is very similar.
It is, yeah.
And that's one thing you noticed right away. It just settles down when you land.
Yeah, and I like to kind of ride a board back on the tail a little bit. We have a lot of steep stuff at Whitewater, and when you're riding kind of a directional twin, it helps to get quick in the trees when you're right back on the tail. And it's just supportive. You can lean back into it, and you don't go back over the tail, which is nice. It holds really well. And another huge thing this one has is this mellow magnet traction. It's awesome.
Yeah. And it's an 8-meter side cut.
8-meter side cut, so super standard, traditional shape, mellow mag. So even on the icier days, there's still a bit of bite, but it's not that really crazy magnet traction that you get from some of the Lib and Mervin boards.
Yeah. What size was this one, Hylas, you were riding?
161. This is the biggest size they do right now.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if we'll get some wides in the future, but right now I think it's 5.5, 5.961.
Perfect. No, this great board and definitely deserving of our, we got to give it a better name than best value, but if you're on a tighter budget and you want the best snowboard in that kind of price range, that's what we were trying to key into in this discussion for sure. All right, well, let's move on to, this is more your freestyle guy. Let's move on to number 2, which might be a little bit more free ride.
Sure. You go on.
All right, so number 2, which was probably my favorite in this category, might be my favorite overall.
You rode this a lot last year.
Yeah, I had a hard time giving this board back. But it's the Jones Frontier 2.0. So this received a shape redesign, a little bit of core redesign, graphic treatment that I absolutely love. I think they nailed it on this one. And in this price point, one of the biggest things that I found is you're getting a sintered 8,000 base at that price, which is pretty crazy. So that was one of my favorite things, but for me, my riding style, I like a lot of taper. This board has it. I like camber into some kind of reverse up here, which this board has it. Side cut, Morrison?
7.8.
It's 7.8 on a 159, which falls right into the side cuts. Hylas and I love that too. Hi, you did get on this a couple times. You know, we
I
could
did.
set it back.
Yep.
It's a free ride board.
Yeah, it rides great. It's for a $600 board, it doesn't ride like a $600 board. It rides phenomenal.
And this one might be a little over 6, isn't it?
Is it 630? 629 for this board, Canadian. Monopoly monies.
Monopoly monies.
Yeah.
So again, at 629 Canadian, pretty darn incredible. Out of the mix, probably the board I would take for a powder day, free riding day, steeps.
Totally.
Like all Jones boards, this really carves well and is just crazy stable. I did ride it fully back seat with all that taper because I was riding powder most of the time. But yeah, an easy number 2 on this list.
Oh yeah, totally. And I think you carved up Selmo on it a couple times as well.
Oh yeah.
In not so powdery conditions.
No, this did handle some pretty not nice days out there.
That's great.
Product testing, sometimes we just have to go out and the conditions are the conditions, and I did have to ride this in a couple pretty icy days. Very stable, great side cut radii on that, turns quick, and the flex pattern, it's chill up front, but really poppy tail. I ride them shorter to get that stiff tail to add more pop. But
nice.
yeah, I love this board. So for value again, this is in the mix.
And the base looks good. We should show the base.
Oh yeah. Like
Split version too.
Like I say,
Yeah.
a sintered 8,000 at this price is pretty incredible, and you can get this in a split.
That'll probably be what you'll ride this year, eh?
Possible.
Yeah.
Possible. With us, we're constantly testing, so it's hard to, we'll gravitate towards a board like you did with the Wagu.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you still got to ride 8 other boards
It's
that
so
day.
true.
So,
Yeah.
But this one really set the bar for me. So yeah, we'll move on to the third one.
Beautiful.
All right, number 3 is the Nidecker Alpha, which is still in its plastic because we stole it from upstairs. There you go, Hi.
You're gonna make a lot of work for me here.
Oh, whew, look at that. So this one was probably in Morrison's top. Well, it was in his top. He ended up riding this at Nidecker Week a fair bit. I've been on the APX version, which is stiffer, a little bit more glass, slightly different base. But pricing-wise,
It's amazing.
like this board covers kind of everything from freestyle to free ride.
Yeah.
And again, it fits into that same price, but there's something about the way they design this and how easy it is to ride in every condition.
Truly, yeah. Yeah, I demoed it multiple different days at Whitewater. A mix of sunny, kind of icy days and some fresh snow as well, and it's just fun. Yeah, it's like got a kind of a loose feeling tail, which I really like, but then you dig the edge in and it carves great. 7.8 meter side cut, nice waist width, even without going for the wide.
So this is one of those shapes, again, like the Frontier, that I do love. We've got our camber here. We reverse in the nose. This nose, it's got a big wide nose too, so it really plows through. This is a 7,000 center base.
Yeah.
So again, we're getting a center base in this price point, which is freaking awesome. Was there carbon in this one too?
There's definitely some carbon. You can see it through the top sheet, actually.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, it's got some really nice blending of the carbon. And similar to some of the other boards that we reviewed today, the directional kind of flex pattern is nice. It's nice, snappy, poppy up top, but then the nose still wants to lift up a little bit in the fresher
Snappy
snow.
poppy in the tail.
In the
too.
tail.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a surfy, fun-feeling board, but I think Mark did pretty well in the bank slalom on it too. So
That's right, Morrison in the back there. Did you win the bank slalom?
For the shops, I got third in the pro category.
Yes.
third in the
And
pro.
third in the pro.
Humble brag.
So he's, yeah, the guy knows how to carve, and this was his choice weapon. So that says a lot right there for sure.
Yeah, European icy bank slaloms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, and it's
smashed
just,
it.
like everything Nidecker does, top sheet's beautiful. This matte to gloss, I've always been a fan of that.
I like it.
Again, I'll use the word value because this is, you know, if you're not dropping $1,000, this is definitely one of those boards to look at.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, let's move on to number 4. All right, so number 4, this was kind of an easy pick for us. This leans it into the freestyle category a little more than the others, but well, this lives where the Wagu was.
Yeah,
For sure. There's a similar rider there.
Yeah.
But the Stairmaster Spring Break, I do a full review on this. That'll be coming out soon if it hasn't already. But Corey Smith brought this into Spring Break now. I'm just so stoked to see it. It first came out in 2010, I believe, the original Stairmasters.
Totally.
It was one of our best-selling Capitas, hands down. Love the shape. Again, reminiscent of the 90s. It is a true twin. Directional twin?
True twin.
True twin.
If you're hitting reference stance here, you're going to be true twin.
Dead centered. True twin. Flex pattern. True twin. Love this matte top sheet. It's killer.
Really nice.
This one comes with, Capita does a unique base on this. It's a syntruded base. So it's a blended base. Really, really durable. Really, really fast. Again, at that price point, you're getting killer components throughout.
No die cuts with the logo.
No die cuts at all.
So
Nope.
it's all blended. Yeah, it looks great.
No, I love this board, and I'm happy to see it back. I've said it before, you know, the DOA kind of took over for a little bit. Similar riders were moving to DOA.
It's true.
This in Spring Break just makes sense. The price is awesome for what you're getting.
Yeah.
And
Standard camber
yep.
with small flat points before tip and tail.
So it's like
it's a nice blend.
We talk about blend zones. It makes it so it's not too hooky. This really gets on edge well. For park riding, obviously this is going to crush it. But it easily set back as a free ride board too. Big shovel on the front end. And just that classic shape that I absolutely love.
Cool sizes too. This is a 56 wide. And yeah, it's nice to be able to get a shorter board in a wide.
In a wide, yeah.
Which is, yeah, awesome, you know. Not everyone that has big feet is 6'3".
Well, and some guys will ride a shorter board wider for powder purposes.
Definitely.
On the freestyle sense too. So even if you have a smaller foot, there is some advantages of riding a wider board depending on what the terrain's going to be. Morrison, what other sizes does this come in?
5'2", 5'4", 5'6", 5'8", and the 5'6" and 5'8" have a wide.
And normal.
Okay. So this comes in a 5'2", 5'4", 5'6", 5'8", and then the 5'8" and the 5'6" you can also get in a wide. So pretty awesome. Love to see it back. Love the matte top sheet. Definitely deserving of mention in this category. On to the last one, number 5. All right, so number 5, Mervin gets 2 boards in this episode, which you know, they do get some criticism for building so many crazy high-end boards, and I think it's amazing to see a couple in this price point.
It's great.
That we can now offer. So from Lib, we have the DPR, the Development Project Realized, or I've also heard Dude Pete Rips. I don't know Pete does rip.
He would agree.
Pete's already rips, but yeah, I don't know what it stands for. And
love that,
typical of LibTech, there's probably 50 different acronyms to it. But yeah, love everything about it. We did a huge episode on this board already, but has to be noted in this episode as what you're getting, the value of this board. It's just fantastic. And you got on this one a fair bit too,
I did.
right?
Yeah. No, it's just that board. Any day, you grab it and it rips. It's it'll float in the powder. But just cruising resort, side hits, it's just traditional enough that it's super fun. Does everything.
So you're a little more set back than the Wagu.
Yeah.
A little bit more of a freestyle shape, a free ride shape than the Wagu was. So that's kind of where, you know, someone like me, I'm going probably a little more here. Hylas is going more to the Gnu, just given our riding styles. But yeah, just typical, amazing Mervin quality.
Love this.
Yeah, it's the
Classic.
So this falls into our favorite side cut radii too. This is a 7.7, so that close to 8 anything hovering around 8, I'm usually pretty happy
between
with.
7 and 8's great.
Real free ride shape, but there actually is no taper, but you can see it has that directional shape to it, and it does have a directional flex pattern. So, like I say, it is going to lend itself more to the free ride consumer, and that's maybe how you pick between those two Mervin boards if you're trying to decide there.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. Slightly more directional than the Wagu, so that would be the main pick between the two.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, top sheet just kind of gives a little nod to the old vintage flower top sheets from back in the day. Yeah, same sidewall construction as all Mervins. And the base material, Morrison?
Knife cut TNT base.
TNT.
And the base is the TNT base, so super, super durable, and it's a black base, so it's obviously going to be fast.
We like black bases.
So this was an important one for us. We get a lot of questions about this. Now, this way you could kind of pick some boards where board and binding is under 1,000 Canadian, under 650 USD. Yeah, I mean, you could pair any of those with Ultra.
Totally. Yeah.
You know, even the Nidecker K-On, which comes in at a really low price.
Yeah, Union STR would be
STRs
a nice
come in a
budget
low
binding
price.
for those boards.
The Phase, the 32 version of Phase.
Yeah,
so
420. I
there's
think
a lot of options to get just a killer setup, but just to keep that pricing kind of in line and be a bit realistic. You still got a season's pass to buy.
Of course.
You get lunch at most of these lodges is like $80 now, so it's like
I like getting a new board every year, so keeping it on that cheaper side of things lets me just try different things every year, which is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, guys like Hylas, like if you're riding 60+ days a year, you kind of are gonna need a new board every year. You are.
If it's a $1,200 board or a $600 board, it's beat up at the end of the season.
No, absolutely.
Mark,
All right, so if you're hunting down any of these boards, we're going to have it on Tribute's website, or come visit us at the shop. We also have our sister shop over in Toronto, our good homies, Sanction, Snow and Skate. We're going to have all their info below too. If we don't have it, they probably do, so definitely double check that. Malcolm and the boys always have a ton of selection and carry basically everything Tribute does. So you'll be able to find them in both spots. I always want to mention the show supporters. We have Cole Headwear as always, BALDFACE Lodge, Tribute Board Shop, Sanction, Spiral Wax. We have James Brand Knives, and we have This Is Coffee, our buddy Matt that makes the best backcountry instant coffee in the game. So yeah, like and subscribe, the whole thing. Hylas, how many people are not subscribed?
You said 76%, I think.
That's ridiculous. Just
is ridiculous.
If you subscribe, it helps us.
Make a quick account.
Yeah.
Click subscribe. You know, the videos show up on people's page without subscribing, so they don't realize they're not subscribed.
Exactly.
But just take a look.
So we got to mention it every time because it helps our algorithm and it helps us get the info to more people and hopefully, you know, pay a little bit more rent around here. So we appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for hanging with me and Hy on the Riders Lounge today. We'll see you guys on the next one.